At Betsy's birthday party, it called, "I have a surprise for you," and materialized a basket of fruit, including oranges and bananas, which it claimed to have brought in from the West Indies. The local witch doctor offered to cure Betsy, and that's the teenage girl, cure her with some revolting medicine which would make her vomit. When she duly retched and vomited, it was found to be full of brass pins and needles. Meanwhile, the witch screamed with laughter and said that if Betsy could be made to vomit again, she would have enough pins and needles to set up a shop. One day in winter, as the children were sitting on a sled, the witch called, "Hold tight!" and hauled the sled around at great speed, around and around the house 3 times. It was also able to spit. It had a particular aversion to a black slave girl they called Ankie, and one day covered her head with a foam-like white spittle. She got slimed. It also showed a tendency to interfere in the personal lives of the family. In due course, Betsy became engaged to a youth called Joshua Gardner. As soon as the witch found out, she began to whisper, "Please, Betsy Bell, don't have Joshua Gardner." And I don't remember the specifics, but I know that she also was prone to loudly announcing when they were together and around the family, telling things they'd done together and totally embarrassing them to a point where they did break up. Betsy finally gave in and returned Joshua's ring. Poor boy. Meanwhile, the persecution of John Bell became steadily worse. His suffering sounded like the torments of the possessed nuns and priests of Loudon, which is a whole other story. But they were of a more physical nature. When he was in bed, the witch cursed and raved, using foul language. When he went outside, it followed him and jerked off his shoes. Then he was struck in the face so hard that he stumbled and ended up sitting down on a log. His face began to jerk and contort, which was another of the witch's favorite little tricks. Then his body started convulsing. His shoes kept flying off, and every time his son Richard put them back on him, they would fly off again. The witch shrieked with laughter and sang derisive songs. It's pointed out here that many poltergeists have shown to be very musical, but they rarely do anything but sing popular songs of that era. Finally, the attack ceased, and the unfortunate man sat there stunned, with tears rolling down his cheeks. The witch had been tormenting him for more than 3 years. When they got him back indoors, he took to his bed. I don't believe he ever got up again after that. He pretty much gave up. On December 19th, 1820, he was found to be in a deep stupor. In the medicine cupboard, his son John found a dark bottle 1/3 full of smoky-looking liquid, which none of them recognized. None of them had brought it into the house. It was not one of his normal medications. The witch began to exult. "It's useless for you to try and relieve old Jack. I've got him this time." Asked about the medicine, the witch replied, "I put it there, and I gave old Jack a dose last night while he was asleep, which fixed him." When the doctor arrived, they tested the medicine by dripping a straw into it and allowing a drop to fall on the cat's tongue. The cat jumped and whirled around and then died. John Bell himself died the next day.